Hi everyone, here we are again, and it's finally planting weekend here at the Kersey Gardens. Sorry for the delay in trying to get this video posted, but if we could find a way to hit every possible technical problem over the last couple of weeks, we did. So I apologize to the subscribers out there who've been waiting to see this video. So the experts actually show us here in Zone 5 in Colorado. So the threat of a potential damaging frost actually runs out through about the middle of May. So we've been holding off on planting just to make sure we didn't get caught by a late frost. But the advanced weather forecast going forward looks great, and it's finally time to just get after it. I wanted to pass along my thanks to all the folks out there who've subscribed to this video series on gardening, and especially these wacky upside down planters. We've been looking forward to this for a while, and now it's finally time to marry up some plants with dirt and catch up with our buddy Jason down in Georgia, who's many weeks ahead of us and has a really nice upside down garden underway. Make sure to take a minute and check out his video series here on YouTube as well. I actually got a few folks who had asked me about the construction of the planters. So very quickly, here's a look at what we did to put them together. I'm using 250 to 300 count zinc metal golf ball baskets. They do actually make smaller plastic ones that would probably work, but I was a little concerned about the weight. But these baskets should give a great structure to the planter. We then used a half-inch link chain rated to handle up to about 200 pounds and connected that chain to the planter via 4 S-hooks placed around the planter. And finally, just a large O-hook big enough to fit over the shepherd's hook. And that's about it. We actually got lucky and found some preformed coconut moss liners at a local nursery that fit the baskets almost perfectly. So we're using that now to line the planters. Originally, we were going to use black landscaping fabric like what I actually used in our cucumber planter, and it works great as well. Total, probably about 20 bucks a planter. It's a bit more than the commercial ones or using the 5-gallon buckets, but I do hope that I'm going to get good usage out of them for many years to come. I've heard and seen of a lot of folks using the 5-gallon buckets and other types of containers. Those work great as well. No matter what you use, just make sure that wherever you hang them, the hook can support up to about 40 or 50 pounds, because when you add water to the soil, those containers get pretty darn heavy pretty quick. There's lots of different ways and methods that I've seen folks create upside down planters. We'd love to see them. If you get some time, drop me a photo, drop me a video on the unique ways in which you found to create these upside down planters. To try and make life just a bit easier, we've actually rigged up drip irrigation lines for each of our planters. One common warning that I've heard from a lot of folks is that because the planters allow for better air circulation by hanging, they also have the potential of drying out very quickly. And in a pretty dry climate like what we have here in Colorado, you could need to water them almost daily. I actually have my drip system set to water them twice a day. The first blast at about 5 minutes or so, just enough to get the soil moist and break it up a bit. Then we'll wait anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and then hit them again for about 7 to 8 minutes. Total water usage with the drip system, it runs about a gallon per planter, maybe a day. But by burst watering, it seems to keep the whole planter moist, much better than just one long flooding where it seemed like the water was just running off or running straight through the planter. So, to answer the most common question that I've been getting, what did we plant? We have 9 total upside down planters spaced around my main garden. So here's a look really quick at what we're trying to grow this year. First of all, cucumbers. In this planter we actually tried something just a bit different. I'm using a Boston pickling cucumber, primarily because they stay smaller, about 4 to 5 inches, and are predicted to give us a pretty big yield. I actually put 3 plants in one basket. That's different than the others. 2 on the sides, and then 1 shooting out on the bottom. This is a look at our Roma tomato plant, and we've added some Italian basil up on top. These are yellow cherry tomatoes, and we've added cilantro to the top of the planter. This planter houses a Porter's dark cherry tomato, one of my personal favorites, with some green river parsley growing up on top. This planter here has Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes with a lemon balm herb on top. It's my first try at that. We then also have our last 4 planters all with peppers in them. The first one here has a jalapeno pepper plant with chives coming up on top. This next planter has a hot banana pepper with pineapple sage herb. For one of my co-workers, this planter actually houses a Thai hot pepper. And finally, this planter has a hot banana pepper plant. So, all in all, not a real bad variety this year. Pretty pleased with it. So with that, I guess that's about it for this week. Again, a shout out for our buddy Jason down in Georgia, who's on his 6th video, I believe, and looks to be having great luck with his upside down garden. Very cool. It's great to see him having that kind of success. It's also been very cool to read a bunch of the comments on his videos as well as mine, and to have people subscribing to follow our gardening experiments this year. I love reading those comments and suggestions from viewers, so please feel free to post any reviews or comments you'd like here on YouTube, or feel free to drop me an email at kevn.hudson@gmail.com. So we should have another video up late this week after all of our planting is done, and we'd like to take everyone on a tour of the Kersey Gardens here, including our new for this year 18-pot container garden. So until then, take care everyone, and happy gardening.